Facing dialysis is terrifying, but most seniors never see it coming. It starts quietly, a little swelling, more bathroom trips at night, then suddenly, your doctor says the word you've been dreading. But what if there was a way to protect your kidneys, without pills, without scary side effects? Today, I'll walk you through 8 powerful drinks that support kidney health naturally. And drink number 3, it's one most seniors skip, yet it slashes kidney stone risk by 57%. Let's begin. After 60, your kidneys work harder than ever, but they're quietly losing power. In fact, more than half of adults over 75 already show signs of kidney decline, and most don't know until it's too late. I've seen this firsthand. Seniors walking into my clinic feeling fine and walking out with a dialysis referral, but that path is not inevitable. Today I'll show you 8 natural, research-backed drinks that help lower inflammation, ease kidney load, and support healthy filtration. Without medications or harsh detoxes, let's take control, starting with the simplest one. 1. Water, the lifeline for aging kidneys. If your kidneys could talk, they'd beg for one thing. Not medication, not supplements, just water. Frank, one of my patients, was 74 when his second kidney stone hit. He thought he was drinking enough, but his labs told a different story. Creatinine rising, filtration slowing. He told me, "Doc, I had no idea something as basic as water could make this big a difference." And that's the truth. Water isn't just hydration, it's kidney therapy. Here's why. Your kidneys filter about 50 gallons of blood every single day. They're your body's cleanup crew, your toxin bouncers, your blood pressure managers. But after 60, the filters inside your kidneys, called glomeruli, start to wear down. They clog more easily. They concentrate waste less efficiently. They lose their precision. Now, imagine trying to clean a dirty floor with a dry mop. That's what aging kidneys feel like when you're not drinking enough. The waste just sits there. And over time, that waste builds. Stones form, toxins linger, blood pressure rises. But when you stay hydrated, it's like sending a fresh stream through a clogged pipe. Everything moves better. A 2020 study from the Journal of Kidney Health found that older adults who drank consistently had significantly better filtration rates and fewer kidney-related hospital visits. So, what's enough? Not the old 8 glasses a day rule for everyone. But for most seniors, 6 to 8 glasses of filtered water spaced throughout the day works best. Start the morning with a full glass. Keep one near your favorite chair, and if your urine is dark yellow, that's your early warning signal. Frank made that change, and within 3 weeks, no more swelling, no more ER trips, just a quiet sense that his body was working again. So, let me ask you, what time of day do you usually forget to drink? And what might change if you didn't? 2. Lemon water. Citrate's natural armor. Rosa, 68, had already passed 1 kidney stone, and the doctor told her, next time, it might not pass on its own. That was enough to make her listen. So, she made one change. Every morning, before coffee, she drank a glass of warm water with half a lemon. 6 weeks later, not only were her labs better, but the dull ache in her lower back was gone, and so was the fear. Here's why lemon water works. It's not a fad, it's chemistry. Lemon juice contains citrate, a natural acid that binds with calcium in your urine. Think of it like a non-stick coating inside your kidneys. It keeps crystals from clumping into stones. But as we age, citrate levels drop. And with lower water intake, the risk climbs even higher. A 2021 study from eClinical Medicine followed older adults with repeat kidney stones. Those who added lemon water daily, they reduced recurrence by 57% in 1 year. That's a massive drop from one simple drink. Here's how to do it. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into 8 ounces of warm water. Drink it first thing in the morning, do it daily for 4 to 6 weeks, then reassess. Let it sit overnight with the peel for extra strength, but skip the sugar. Rosa says her mornings feel calmer now, like she's doing something kind for her body. So, ask yourself, what's the first thing your kidneys get in the morning? 3. Green tea, nature's anti-inflammatory shield. Harold was skeptical. At 71, he'd been told his rising creatinine was just part of aging. But something about that didn't sit right. He didn't feel old, just inflamed, foggy, heavy. So we looked at one simple shift. 1 cup of green tea after lunch. That's it. 2 months later, his kidney markers had stabilized, his swelling eased. And he told me something I won't forget. Doc, I didn't change much, but I feel like my body cooled down from the inside. Here's the science. Green tea contains EGCG, a compound that works like an internal firefighter. It activates a pathway in your cells called NRF2, which calms down chronic inflammation and protects tissues from oxidative stress. Why is that a big deal? Because your kidneys are especially sensitive to inflammation as you age. Even low-grade, invisible inflammation can chip away at your filtering power, slowly, silently. A 2016 study in the Journal of Renal Endocrinology found that EGCG protected kidney cells from oxidative injury and improved filtration function in older adults. It's like giving your kidneys a cooling shield, a daily defense against slow-burning damage. Here's how to do it. Brew 1 to 2 cups of plain green tea per day. Drink with meals or mid-afternoon. Choose organic if possible, no sugar, no additives, and don't overdo it. Too much caffeine can backfire. Stick to 1 to 2 cups, max, unless your doctor says otherwise. Harold still drinks it every afternoon, and every time he does, he calls it his reset button. So, what's one small thing you could add? Not to fight your kidneys, but to support them. 4. Barley water, gentle detoxifier. Gloria was tired of the bloat. Every afternoon, her belly felt puffy, her legs a little heavy. Her labs weren't alarming, but something told her her kidneys weren't clearing things out like they used to. We added one simple habit, 1 cup of barley water after lunch. That's it. Within 2 weeks, the puffiness eased, her energy improved, and for the first time in months, her pants fit the same after dinner as they did before breakfast. Here's why. Barley water contains beta-glucans, natural fibers that act like a gentle sponge inside your body. They help absorb excess waste, reduce urea buildup, and support the kidney's filtering process. Think of it like this. If your kidneys are the filter, barley water helps pre-clean the fluid before it even gets there. It reduces the load, which means less strain, less inflammation, and better flow. In 2018, Nutrition Research Reviews highlighted how beta-glucans from barley improved toxin clearance and eased metabolic waste in aging adults. And unlike harsh cleanses or diuretics, this method is gentle, something your kidneys will thank you for. Here's how to make it. Boil 2 tablespoons of whole barley in 3 cups of water. Simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. Strain and drink 1 cup after lunch, 3 to 4 times per week. Optional. Add a tiny slice of ginger or lemon, but no sugar. Barley water isn't flashy. It doesn't go viral. But Gloria says it's become her quiet ritual, a small act of care that ripples through the rest of her body. So, let me ask you, when was the last time you did something simple that actually worked? 5. Cranberry juice, UTI defense for aging bladders. Tom was frustrated. At 73, he was healthy in most ways, but UTIs kept knocking him off balance. Every few months, the same pattern: urgency, burning, another round of antibiotics. He told me, I just want to go 6 months without thinking about my bladder. So we made one small shift. 4 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice 3 times a week. It wasn't a miracle overnight, but after 2 months, no flare-ups, no pills, just peace. Here's how it works. Cranberries contain proanthocyanidins, natural plant compounds that stop bacteria from sticking to your urinary tract lining. Imagine your bladder wall is like glass. Bacteria want to cling. Cranberry juice makes it slippery, so they can't hold on. And that's critical, especially as we age. Why? Because bladder tissues thin with time. Estrogen levels drop. And for many seniors, the immune response slows down. All of that makes infections more likely. And recovery slower. But cranberry helps protect that barrier. In 2019, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed unsweetened cranberry juice regularly had fewer UTI episodes and reduced bacterial load in urine samples. Here's how to try it. Choose 100% unsweetened cranberry juice, not cocktail or blends. Drink 4 ounces 3 times per week, best after meals to ease acidity. Optional, dilute with water if it's too tart. Tom says it's now part of his routine. He keeps it in a small glass bottle in the fridge, and he hasn't had a UTI in over 6 months. So if your bladder keeps interrupting your life, maybe it's time to give it a little backup. 6 beetroot juice blood flow booster. Janet didn't think much about circulation, but at 66, her legs were aching more after walks, and her kidney numbers were creeping up, slowly, but enough to worry her doctor. She wasn't ready for medications. So we tried something natural. 3 ounces of beetroot juice 3 times a week. It stained her teeth a little, but she didn't care. By week 4, her legs felt lighter. Her energy came back. And her next labs showed better oxygen delivery to her kidneys. Here's the science behind it. Beets are packed with nitrates, natural compounds that convert into nitric oxide inside your body. And nitric oxide, it acts like a gentle traffic cop, widening blood vessels, improving flow, and reducing pressure on the kidneys. Think of your blood vessels as highways. The smoother and wider they are, the easier nutrients and oxygen reach your organs, especially your kidneys, which rely on constant clean blood flow. A 2021 study published in Hypertension Research found that beetroot juice improved renal circulation and oxygenation in older adults, helping reduce oxidative stress in the kidneys. Here's how to add it to your week. Use 100% beetroot juice, cold-pressed or homemade. Drink 3 ounces before breakfast 3 times a week. Don't mix with sugary fruit blends. Pure is best. Start slow if you have low blood pressure. Some folks mix it with a little lemon to cut the earthy taste. Janet calls it her engine oil, not for her car, for her kidneys. So if things have been feeling slow, heavy, or tired lately, maybe your kidneys aren't broken. Maybe they're just underfueled. 7. Parsley water, nature's diuretic. Leo never thought much about water weight, but after 69, his shoes started feeling tight by evening, his ankles puffed up. He'd sit down and sigh, not from pain, but from pressure. His labs weren't alarming, but his kidneys were clearly slowing. We added one habit, parsley water, mid-morning, 3 times a week. It didn't taste great. But what happened next? No more swollen feet, no more midday heaviness, just a sense of ease returning to his body. Here's why it works. Parsley is more than a garnish. It's a natural diuretic, which means it gently signals your body to release extra fluid, not aggressively, not like a pill. Just enough to help reduce the water your kidneys have to push through every hour. Think of parsley like a soft broom. It sweeps gently through your system, helping your kidneys carry less weight. A 2017 study in phytotherapy research confirmed that parsley extract increased urine output and reduced kidney stress, especially in older adults prone to water retention. And unlike caffeine or prescription diuretics, parsley doesn't spike your system. It works slow and kind. Here's how to make it. Boil a handful of fresh parsley in 2 cups of water. Let it simmer 10 minutes, then strain. Drink 1 cup mid-morning, 2 to 3 times per week. Fresh parsley is best, but dried works in a pinch. Leo now calls it his reset tea. He makes a small batch on Sundays, keeps it in the fridge, and heats it gently each morning. It's not about fixing everything at once. It's about giving your kidneys a break so they can keep showing up for you. 8. Turmeric milk, nighttime inflammation repair. Maria, 72, used to dread bedtime, not because she couldn't sleep, but because her lower back would throb every night. A dull, pulsing ache. She'd shift in bed, trying to find the position her kidneys liked best. Her doctor said her kidneys were just aging, but she didn't want to accept that. So we tried something ancient, warm turmeric milk, 30 minutes before bed. Within a few weeks, her nights changed. She was sleeping deeper, less tossing, and the aching quieted. Here's why it works. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful compound that reduces inflammation by blocking the NF-kappa B pathway. This pathway is like an internal alarm system. When it stays on too long, inflammation becomes chronic. And your kidneys? They're especially vulnerable at night when repair should be happening. But if inflammation's in the way, they can't heal properly. Curcumin gently dials that signal down, allowing your kidneys to rest and regenerate. A 2020 study from the Journal of Translational Medicine found that curcumin significantly reduced markers of kidney inflammation in older adults, especially when taken consistently over 4 to 6 weeks. Here's how Maria made hers. Warm 1 cup of unsweetened almond or oat milk. Stir in 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Optional, pinch of black pepper to boost absorption. Sip slowly 30 minutes before bed. Avoid cow's milk if you're sensitive. And skip honey if your blood sugar runs high. Maria says it became more than just a drink. It was a signal that the day was done and healing could begin. So tonight, instead of scrolling or snacking, what if you wrapped your kidneys in warmth? Every sip you take is a choice, not just to hydrate, but to support your kidneys, protect your independence, and honor the body that's carried you this far. These drinks aren't flashy, they're not a quick fix, but over time, they build resilience, quietly, patiently, whether it's lemon water in the morning, green tea after lunch, or turmeric milk before bed. Each one is a signal that your health still matters, that you're not done showing up for yourself. So, let me ask you, which drink spoke to you most today? Drop it in the comments and let us know what you're adding to your week. And if this helped you feel more hopeful or in control, please subscribe. We've got more healing tools coming soon. Your kidneys and your future self will thank you.